Hey everyone. Hey everyone. Hey everyone. Welcome back again. Thank you guys for your last previous engagement. I really appreciate you guys. Let me let you know. I know that this setup is not my normal setup, but I really had to jump in here because um I feel like there was a lot of things I needed to talk to you guys about, and I needed to do this video ASAP. And because I know that some of you are wondering, like, Oma, why are you always like going live right now? What you guys don't understand is that there's a lot of seriousness with CSC at this time. And I would not want you guys to jump and not get it right, because this 20, I'm not trying to scare anyone, I'm not trying to scare anybody, but I feel like next year is going to be very different. But it's not something scary. It is a good thing if you are well prepared. I have done so many videos and I don't want to come and deceive you guys. I want to give you guys updates. Recently, I just realized that now for CSC deadline is April. And I feel like I had to do research to know what is happening, what is going on. So you guys will not be like thinking that Oma have given us the bad information. Anyway, this is the reason why you should use an agent. So today's video, we're going to be talking about why you need an agent. Yes. For if you are not a STEM student, my previous video, if you have not watched my previous live video, you will not understand what I mean when I'm talking about STEM. Okay, so if you have watched my previous video, you will see me talking about STEM, and that's like science, technology, engineering students. So if you're not like into STEM, if you're not a STEM student, I feel like you just need to try your best to use an agent if you really want to get a scholarship. And as much as some of you had complained about prices of agents, I'm telling you that if you pay agents within 3 months of your stay in China, after you've gotten your stipend, you get back your money. Back your money. How cool is that? Like, rather than you apply yourself and then you don't get anything, it's not even better for you to use an agent and then you will still get your money than for you to literally apply yourself and you still get rejection. That is not my portion for you all. That is not my portion for you all. We are going to win. And the truth is, I recently just heard from someone, just recently, before I started this video. I was talking about preparation for the new year. The truth is that you don't prepare for a new year when the new year has arrived. You don't prepare for a scholarship or even anything in life when it arrives. You prepare for it before it arrives. So if you're applying for CSC, if you're applying for any opportunity, you want to ensure that you are well prepared. You want to ensure that you are well prepared. Anyway, I have some lists. I listed out some of the things we're going to be talking about in this video. So this video is going to be really good. Really good. I'm telling you. Oma Travels is here, the number one agent to help you to actually get this scholarship. I know that some of you, when I send you all the bills, you start complaining that the price is a lot. And to be honest, I asked myself, how much is this? To be honest, you're getting a fully funded scholarship. You're going to be paid. I mean, some of you guys think that I'm the one eating your money. No, no. I'm partnering with an agent that I'm sure will get you the scholarship. And then when they get you the scholarship, You will not even come and pay me. You people, when all of you that I have helped to get opportunity, you people don't even come back and come and say, "Oh my, oh, see what I did," or "Thank you for helping," or anything. You guys don't do that. But you guys will be complaining. Anyway, I understand you guys because I know that it's not everybody that have the money. Let's be honest. So I understand. But even people who don't have the money have paid because they know what life changing this is for them. I am telling you, when I actually was trying to get a PhD, I paid. And there are so many agents you can actually use. The reason why I'm using these certain people and why I keep talking about using an agent when you have tried yourself to get it and you didn't get it is because I am sure of them, and it's because they helped me to get. So for me, I'm not going to come here. I want to tell you guys another thing. So if you are interested, please send me an email. Sometimes you won't even get me with an email. Let me not even lie. But you see Instagram, I'm there on Instagram. So message me on Instagram and actually let me know that you're interested in this scholarship. Message me on all my travels. Some of you message me on my personal profile. My personal profile is not for CSC. My personal profile is not for scholarships. My personal profile is just to post about music and talk about myself. My personal profile is just for personal posts that I don't even know what I'm posting about on Instagram. But if you want to know more about like CSC, if you want to know more about China scholarship or China opportunities, you can message me on Instagram on Oma Travels. That's why anybody who is interested in CSC, you need to be following me on my Instagram page, Oma Travels, because that's where you would actually see a lot of information, a lot of posts. I'm always posting every day about China, talking about the food, talking about just China stuffs, right? I know that I talk about China a lot, and that's because you guys ask me so many questions about China. I've been posting so many things on my YouTube channel, but you guys kept asking about China, China, China this, China, and I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna give you guys what you want, okay? So, like, the number one reason why I feel like you need to use an agent is because the CSC scholarship is funded by the Chinese government to attract international students. So they want to attract international students. So that's one of the reasons why they have decided to provide these funds. And the company that we partner with as an agent to help you to get the scholarship, they are Chinese. It's a Chinese company. I know some people think that this doesn't exist. It exists. Okay. Yes, in places like Nigeria, using agents to get a scholarship doesn't sound normal. Like, how can you use an agent to get scholarship? The reason why it doesn't sound normal to Africans or Nigerians is because you guys don't understand that all internationals or most of the internationals in China use scholarship to be in China because you are not allowed to work. So if you're allowed to work, maybe life would be easy because maybe if you're allowed to work, you can work, pay your fees, take care of yourself. But if you're not allowed to work, of course you're going to need like funding. So yeah, that's why I feel like a lot of international students are actually getting scholarships to be able to fund their stay in China. Except if you are like using like university scholarship, provincial scholarship, then yes, you'll not be able to get funding. But most international who are under the CSC, they actually are funded, and it's Chinese company. So why shouldn't you use an agent that you are 100% sure they will help you get? And the second reason why I feel like you need an agent for this application is because it covers your tuition fee, it covers your accommodation, it covers your medical stipends, and also like it covers so many beautiful things that I feel like as much as you feel in your heart that you're gonna pay money and you guys complain that, oh, I'm gonna pay money for an agent to help me get this, it is the most convenient, fastest way, and you're not there sitting down in hopes of will I get, will I not get. This one is already a short deal because some of these agents get slots. Like I remember early this year when we were applying for some students, and then the company reached out to me and said, "Oh, we have like 20 slots for people who want to go to Guangzhou and they want to study business." So now they are the ones even telling me, "Oh, we have this amount of slots, we have this amount of slots." bring your students. And to be honest, all of you, when I tell you guys that Chinese study is good, you guys never believe me because you're always feeling like, why should you do Chinese? And I'll tell you that if you know Chinese, you have good opportunities if you know Chinese. So that's why for me, I never understand why people think that doing Chinese is such a bad thing. I feel like people should want to do Chinese. People should want to improve their Chinese so that when they come into China, they know that okay, they'll get more opportunity. But most people don't listen to my advice. And then the third reason why I think you really need an agent is because there are different categories. There is through the embassy, there is through the universities, there are also like through your supervisor. And then the pathway that most agents use is the university pathway because, of course, many people, when they go to the website of the university, they never even understand what is written in the university because everything is in Chinese. So most of them don't even understand first what is written in the website. And then some of these agents, because they are Chinese, they know Chinese. So everything is just so easy for them when they're going to do the application for you. Everything is just so easy. So if everything is so easy for them, so of course, why won't they want to do this for you? Why won't they want to help you to get the opportunity? So some of you guys need to understand that if everything seems easy for a Chinese person, then you should give it a try, okay? If you have any question, please leave it down. I will answer your questions right away. The next thing that I feel like you should take note of is applicants can usually apply for multiple university, but the limit there is not like limited. Yes, to be honest, before you could apply to a lot of university before, but now I feel like it's limited. Recently, I even read somewhere that there was this university that is still CSC. Now they tightened the policy to the point that they were telling students that oh, the next year, if they need to apply the next year, that they need to go and do like some evaluation, self-evaluation themselves. They need to upload the transcripts, they need to upload the papers, they need to upload some things before they can actually get a scholarship the next year. And for me, I was really surprised because in my mind I was like, is this not CSC? I thought they already gotten the scholarship, but it looks like now even if you have gotten the scholarship, even if you're a CSC applicant, some universities they are now really strict that the self-evaluation they are really strict on it. And if you don't do it, if you don't do that self-evaluation, what they will tell you is that oh, sorry, you are suspended. Can you imagine being expelled or go through suspension just because you have not yet done self-evaluation? So some universities they're beginning to tighten their rules, they are beginning to tighten the laws and everything. So it's just for you now to be well prepared and know what you are actually like, what you're beginning for. Also, the scholarship aims to support China's global education and research partnership. There's a lot of partnership right now. Even right now, China is partnering with Nigeria. And you guys, there's something even going on in Nigeria right now, which is not funny at all. Like, I don't know, I don't know how true this is because if it's really true, it is really heartbreaking. There are some of the Muslims, they actually like, there's this war and Muslims are like fighting with Christians and there's a lot of death. I know that there was a time one of my friend, she used to tell me that story, and I have some Muslim friends. I'm not trying to support that. Oh, okay, this is a good thing, but it's heartbreaking to see that this whole Fulani headsman thing is getting serious like this. Like I asked myself questions so many times, like when did we get to this level? When did we get to this point where human beings can actually just kill or harm people and they don't even feel any kind of remorse? They don't feel sad. It just feels like, oh yeah, we did what we did, and everybody's just like cool with that. I never understand why why that is even something to be talked about. And how do people even do this in broad daylight and nothing is done to them? So it's like the security in Nigeria is really bad, and that's one of the reasons why I always advise Africans. I advise people that, see, I know that you love Nigeria so much, but my dear, if there's a possibility for you to actually find something doing, to actually leave the country and find something for yourself, I would advise you to do that, because it's as if, no, the country is punishing people who love the country. I'm not saying you should not love Nigeria, but it would be good to have like a backup. Just have a backup you green card, or backup have your citizenship somewhere in another country, so that if everything is falling apart, you would not fall apart. I mean, just think about what happened with Ukraine. Did anybody expect that a whole Ukraine, like my sister studied in Ukraine, and then did she ever think for one day that there will be war? I don't think anybody like prepared their mind that, oh, they'll be in this country and then there'll be war. It just doesn't come to people's mind. So that's why it hurts me so much when I see things like this just happening in the country, and nobody's really doing anything about it. So as much as China is also coming in to want to support, it still like breaks my heart to see that a lot of people back in my country are going through so much, to be honest. Anyways, let's continue before I drift to a new topic. Another reason I think you need Oma Travels to help with your application is because it attracts students. Um, yeah, we have helped a lot of students who are not in the STEM field, especially those people who are into like business and administration. We always used to have slots for them, all this biz admin, which other slots. A lot of Chinese language. Those people who want to study Chinese language, we used to have a lot of slots for them. So if you know that you are not an engineering student and you really want to get slots, then please apply with Oma Travels. Though yes, it's not everybody that will get like fully funded, because I mean, if your grades are not so high, then you should not be expecting that we are going to do like one miracle, because I mean, the university, they will look at your grades too. So any university that have given us slots, that they have this amount of slots, or we are trying to help to apply for our clients, the thing that they'll still do is to check your grades and see whether like your grades are really good. So it's still something that you actually need to like think about. However, the scholarships policy every year used to like change. That's another thing that you have to like consider. So if now, that's why I did the video talking about some of the things that I feel like will be happening next year, and that video is very important. And that's even why when I started this series of just shooting live video for you guys, I started with that particular video because I knew how important that video was. So I started with that particular video. Also in 2025, 2026, sorry. Oh my god, I'm still in 2025. Anyway, China is going to focus on like innovation and research based discipline. So if you're going to be applying for masters, you want to focus on those masters that are into like innovation, research, because I feel like that's the plan. That's the plan for 2026. There's gonna be there's going to be like a lot of innovation research focus on those things. So if you are the kind of person that you're really good in publishing papers, or you even have like papers that you've actually published, you have a high chance of getting like good opportunities. You have a high chance of getting like funding opportunities. So it's something that you can look at, okay, while you're doing like your application. And another thing to consider is that applicants are now evaluated more strictly on academic performance and research potential. So some of the things that they were looking at, even as you're even in school, you even notice that your universities, they are going to be looking at ensuring that you have like good grades, like your performance is really, really good. They also ensure that your research potential is really, really good. That's something to like think about, something to consider, and something to focus your attention on. That your academic performance is good and your research performance is also good. If you're not into research, just forget it. I'm not trying to discourage. If you know that you're not into research, just go for masters. PhD is not for the weak. I don't even. That's another topic for another day. PhD, it's not for the weak. Okay. God. Okay, let's continue to what might be changing. There's going to be like strict annual review system for the scholarship renewal. And recently we had like an interview, right, for the scholarship. Luckily for me, I was also part of the people who got a scholarship. So now you can clearly see that annually they're going to be reviewing, ensuring that if you said this is what you ought to do or these are the things you need to do, they will ensure that you've been able to do them, that you've been able to achieve them. they're going to ensure they're going to ensure that everything that you want to achieve, everything you're going to be doing them annually. They're going to be checking these things. Also, late or incomplete submissions can also result in suspension or cancellation. So, if you do not submit your results on time, I'm talking about the review, right? Because the annual review that they're going to be doing. So, if you don't do that review, or if you don't have the opportunity to do the tests or to do the interview, I feel like it's going to really, really affect you. Universities now report directly to CSC on the student progress. So now university is not even if you're the fave, if you are the fave, it still doesn't mean that you will get scholarship. Okay. Because now some of the teachers, your international teachers, they don't even report directly to it's not them that is making the last call. They are reporting to the people in charge now. They report directly on the student progress. So every year they need to report directly to the student progress. I even remember like when I was, because me, I got type A, and that type A scholarship is under the Ministry of Education. And I remember that there was even the time they were saying that the teachers, they were going to actually come all the way from Nigeria to come and check our grades to see how we were doing. I was so scared because God, my grades were not so high. And you guys should not blame me why my grades were not high. It's because I was doing my major in Chinese for the first time. Right now, I'm doing my major in Chinese. I already like have experience with how everything works. Everything is just so easy for me. It's just maneuver. But then while I was doing my major in Chinese, it was so tough. Hey God, like it was so tough. Like doing your major in Chinese is so tough because sometimes when the teacher is teaching, you literally cannot even understand anything that the teacher is teaching. You literally cannot understand anything that the teacher is saying. You're just there. Every time they give assignments, you should after the class every day. I have to be asking my classmates, please, what did the teacher say? Is there assignment? You need to be asking questions because sometimes most times you don't understand. And then I think it's also beautiful because you're studying with Chinese, then you get to make like Chinese friends, which is so cool because I like to meet Chinese friends a lot of times. So this is why you need to actually apply with an agent because the agent will tell you the truth. We're not going to be like come and be lying to you. Not like all those agents that you're using back in Africa that they will not be telling you the truth. They will not tell you the truth. They'll just sugarcoat everything. They will say yes, they can get you an admission. They'll get admission, but the school they'll get is not even something that you like. And it's not even an opportunity that you like. There are so many people who are who have gotten admission. They used to come and complain to me that, oh, they use an agent to get this one, they use an agent to get to, and they didn't get any funding, they didn't get any like scholarships. So sometimes like these are things that you want to avoid. Now, if you apply through me, one thing that I like is that we know the address of the people we are applying with. So if anything goes wrong, like anything goes wrong at all, I know where to go. I know where to go. Like, and that's the thing, like we doing online things because most times people are scared that they don't want to make the wrong mistake and then end up just not even able to get their money back. I'm doing business. I help a lot of people do Binance. Where's my phone? I want to show you guys something. I help a lot of people doing buying and selling. And one of the things that they always complain about, yeah, I remember recently I got a message from a client that he wanted me to help him check about like phone products. I think he's into like phone product, and he also wanted me to check like HP products. And one of the complaints that I remember that he kept complaining about was that he would do business with some people and then they would take his money. I just didn't understand why people would do such a thing. Like, if you know you cannot do this thing, why are you doing it? Hey, some of them they will even block you. Some of them they will not respond to your message. People are wicked. People are mean. Let's just say that how it is. At least if you will not even help the person or anything that is going, on, just let the person know. That's what you should do. You should actually let the person know. Not that anything is going on, you are deceiving this person, collecting their money. Why? Why are people evil? Why are people evil? Okay, let's continue, guys. Another thing to think about is that uh, applicants cannot hold two scholarship at once anymore. Um, ah, now, if you already have one government scholarship, it's enough. You don't need to have like two. Also, there's going to be more emphasis on academic productivity. There's going to be emphasis on publication reports and projects, experiments. Those people who are like into like doing experiments, there's going to be that. So you guys know, you guys just need to prep yourself on this because I know that publication can be tough. Um, yeah, but it is what it is. That is what is required right now. So you just for you to like prep yourself on this. Also, there's gonna be rules on changing majors or universities. You cannot just get a university and then you want to change your university or change your major. Like before, people could do that. I remember. I mean, a lot of people really want to change their university, but you can't do that in China anymore. It's not like going to be easy. It's now really strict. You cannot just change your major. And also, the application system now flags multiple or duplicate applicants before. What people do is that they'll apply and they'll use another email to do application, another application. And I remember even when I used to talk about this on my YouTube channel, people used to ask me questions on this. To say, please, Alma, can I apply to two type A and type B? And I'm like, no. I actually I was not so sure, but I used to advise them that no, they shouldn't do this. But of course, who listens to you most times they'll do it and they'll still come and tell you, Oma, I tried this, I did this. When I was giving advice, do you listen to me? No, you don't listen. But now you come to me. You come to me to help you to do what? You guys, they're going to be flagging multiple duplicate applicants, okay? So another thing that you should take note of is that university will verify your documents. Yes, authenticate your document. The best thing for you to do is to try as much as possible to authenticate all your documents. In short, let me list out my document that needs to be authenticated. If you know that you're not going to be going to the medical hospital, general hospital, you need to authenticate it. If you are trying to get your police report, you need to authenticate it. If you're trying to get what else? What else? What else? What else? If you're trying to, I think it's medical reports, police clearance, your degree. Uh, I don't know about transcripts, but these are the documents that I feel like you need to authenticate. Also, CS is going to be focusing on data-driven tracking of scholarship usage, and students must provide official transcripts and progress reports yearly. I've already spoken about this one. English tech programs are still available, but I feel like they're going to be very, 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 very competitive. Those of you that are trying so hard to get English tech programs, you need to focus on Chinese, your Chinese. Like, if your Chinese is good, yeah, maybe it's a high chance that you can get. But if your Chinese is not so good, it's not going to be easy, to be honest. It's not going to be easy because most people can speak English. So, what are you really bringing? What are you bringing, to be honest? So, that's something to like think about while you're doing this application. You have to be you have to know that everything is just competitive. Everything is just competitive. But it's not, I'm not doing the video to scare anybody, because I know that a lot of you guys, anytime I'm always talking about CSC, you people used to have so many questions. You guys used to be so scared. But I'm just here to like, I'm always here to encourage you, tell you the updates. It's not for anybody to be scared or anything like that. Yeah. Please and please know that I'm not doing my videos to scare anybody, but I'm telling you what is happening. I'm telling directly from the agents, or the agent that I'm applying with, what they are telling me. This is the information that I am letting you guys know, because I know you guys don't even understand Chinese. So some of you guys don't even know what is really happening. Yeah. So let's continue. Also, STEM's programs are prioritized in funding. That's something you need to think about. Non-STEM are reducing gradually in some universities. So yeah, some universities for scholarships. And another thing that you guys need to take note of is that just because you tried to get opportunity you did not get, or you're trying to get a particular school and you did not get, does not mean that that school does not have opportunity to give to you. That school actually have opportunity to give, but the major, sometimes you may not like the major that they're actually like giving you. A lot of people don't like the major, and it's something to like understand. But I still feel in my heart that the application is still very, very like smooth. So even if you don't get that major, try that major. You can always change your major if things. No, you can't change your major easily. You can't change your major easily. That's it. So you have to really be careful the major you choose, because you cannot actually just change easily. And then let me talk about something else. Uh, AI, cybersecurity, robotics, big data. These are like good major that you guys can actually look into if you're thinking of doing an application. Please, if you have any question, please leave it down so I can actually answer your question, guys. I don't know. Okay. Another thing to actually talk about is that schools might require like Chinese language proficiency. This part a lot of people don't like. Let me just say, schools will actually require language proficiency. So now, for those of you that your Chinese is not so strong, please work on that. Work on improving your Chinese. You see that sometimes in China, there's something that people used to say. Sometimes you do one major, and that major is tough, like engineering, very, very tough. But then somebody will come and do Chinese, or somebody that know Chinese will they will look at this person that, oh, this person knows something more than you, or know book more than you, or is more intelligent than you, just because of that Chinese. Do you see how painful it can be? You, you that you are doing a tough and a hard major because you're in China. If you don't know Chinese, they will not think that you do not put like a high value on what you're studying. That's why you should try to work on your Chinese. And I understand not everybody want to go through that stress. That's why you need an agent. Because if you are not going to be using an agent to apply for an English scholarship, you will not be able to get that scholarship. Okay, let me say something else. So now, supervisors are now encouraged to recommend only applicants with research alignment. So also, some universities are closing their portal online very, very early. So before the national CSC deadline, some universities would have closed. So it's not the okay, apply to June. No, from April like this, if you never finish your application, just rest. I used to tell people apply on time, but I'm not going to be doing that to you guys because I mean, I say it all the time. Apply on time. I'll still say it. Application errors, please don't make any application error during this application because automatic rejection. And then the competition rate is very, very high, and I feel like there's a lot of reduced quota. Like I feel like every year they used to have like amount of people they want to give opportunity, and it's not really from the university. Like I don't know whether it's from the Ministry of Education, but somehow every year they used to have like amount of people they want to give opportunity. So the competition rate is so high, and the people that they are giving opportunities so low. So imagine that so many people are now competing for this little opportunity. This is it's so toxic. Right now, I'm in it because I'm also on scholarship, and I actually see the competition, and I see how the quota that they give very low. And what can the teachers do? Only to they don't have anything to say. It's like because it's not even from them. I know it's not from them because if there are opportunities, of course, why would they want to give all the students opportunities? So it's just something that you just need to like prep your mind to understand that it is very competitive. I know that a lot of people back in Nigeria they used to look down on China so much, look down on the scholarship opportunities so much, and they'll be saying, "Go to Canada, go to USA." China is now trying to make things difficult, so don't look down on China anymore. They now know their worth and they are going to be making things difficult. You before you even come to China, you cry before you come to China. So those people who used to think that China was that country to look down on, I'm here to shock you that China is changing their hands. They are making it tough. So internationals, you better start coming in. If you want to come to China, you better start coming now. That's another video for another day. So now the system is becoming more selective, technical, and they're looking into your grades. They're not doing any kind things for nobody. Okay, okay. So let's go to the next thing that we'll talk about. China's development plan. Let's talk about that for a while. So they're going to be prioritizing like technology. So excuse me, they're going to be prioritizing like technology, and the government is going to be investing heavily in science and engineering. Universities will be receiving more funding for anything that have to do with science and engineering and research. This is another area to look into. And students that are actually trying to compete and contribute to China actually need to be more innovative. They need to be goal oriented. Um, they need to be creative. Okay, innovation and creativity kind of seem alike, right? So yes, just know that you're supposed to be innovative. Just know that, and then you need to understand that the research. See, guys, the setup I'm using to talk to you guys. I'm cold. I know I've said this when I started this video, so please manage it. Manage me, okay? Also, many Chinese scholarships is gonna be linked directly to the national development strategy, okay? And many non-STEM programs will be seen that they did not align and all those things. So I feel like the STEM field will also be boosting China's ranking in global innovation. And then there's going to be a lot of competition for those people that are going into STEM. And therefore, those of you that are going into the robotics, AI, and data science, you guys are going to be needed. Okay. Also, university wants like, they're going to be like funding for STEM too. So those of you that are going into like social science, arts, I feel like you just need to like prove your relevance um to the goal that China have. That we need to talk about some of the goals so that you just know that okay, you know what, I'm just gonna know how to align my degree with the goals that China wants. The focus is not to remove the non-STEM, right? But our focus is just so that your skill will align and it will show that yes, it has like more impact, right? Even though there are fewer scholarships for you guys, but I feel like it's just for you to let yourself know that you are innovative and it aligns with the goal for China, right? So many universities are going to be prioritizing this. So that's why you need an agent to help you do this application, and that's why Oma Travels is here to help you get this scholarship. I'm going to leave my email down, but you will not be able to reach me with my email. You can reach me on WhatsApp. That's like the easiest way to reach me on WhatsApp. So I will try my best. I sure I'm not gonna leave my WhatsApp. I really get a lot of messages when I leave my WhatsApp. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave my Instagram. Yeah, Instagram, that's where you get me. On my travels Instagram, that's like my business page. So I in there I get to like talk to you guys. And if you say, okay, you know what, you don't want to reach me anyway, you just want to directly just book a consultation. Please book a consultation. I will get it and then I will be able to talk more. Because this scholarship thing that we do, everybody is different. Some people they'll tell me, oh mama, this, they'll tell me their own, they tell me the things that they have, and that way I can be able to give them the advice that's specific to their own um to them, right? So if I know your story, then I'll now know like how I can advise you, what I can say to help you. But then if it's I have to know your story. I have to know your story to give you like advice. Also, there are so many books, guys, that you can actually like download. There's still more books I need to upload for you guys if you need anything that have to do with scholarships, university. This really really help. You know why I'm beginning to do live videos? I'm beginning to see that most of my live videos are doing so well. Not just the recent ones, but I noticed that videos that I did years ago, and some of them are doing so well. And the topics are mainly on why students didn't get scholarship, why they did not get scholarship, why they did not get CSC scholarship, why they. So I now still realizing that a lot of people didn't get, or a lot of people need videos talking about why they didn't get. So that is one of the reasons that I started talking about, as my focus started like focusing on those people that they didn't get. This is the reason. This is what is being prioritize. Yeah, oh my god, I listed out so many things. I think i think what we've spoken, it's enough. I mean, Amma Travel is focusing on real guidance, not fake promises, guys. So yes, we help both STEM, non-STEM applicants with a special focus on arts and biz admin, humanities, all those things. Also, for those of you that also study language, we also help you. We provide full application support from ensuring that we're able to help you to select the right university to your final submission. We offer one-on-one consultation to help students build strong applications. Our goal is to make your 2025 CSC journey smooth, smart, and more successful. So please, if you would want Oma Travel to help you to do this application, reach out to me and I would love to help you. I would love to ensure that you get the scholarship. Okay, so guys, I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching this video to the end. For those of you that used to watch the video to the end, I want to say thank you. I appreciate every one of you. I don't take you guys for granted, and I pray that God will give you all the desires of your heart. I pray that when you kneel down and you ask God for anything, God will bless you. Those of you that have supported me, my OGs, guys, thank you. You have supported me from day one, and I do not take this for granted. So I just want to let you guys know how much I care. That is why I keep coming here. No matter how tired I am, no matter how busy I am, no matter how stressed I am, no matter what is going on, you guys are my number one priority. So that is why I would always come here to talk about it. Because I know that you have to make it up. You have to make it. You guys have to make me proud. Yes, you have to make me proud. For those of you that message me, those of you that have your contacts, you guys are not even my friends. Those of you who have gotten scholarship, there's even one that will be graduating next year. I mean, mama, because you guys, some of you are already graduated, some of you have even gotten jobs. Okay, so put some respect in Oma Travels. Put the respect in my name, because I have a lot of you guys who have gotten opportunities that will be able to help, and I'm still here to help more people. That is the goal. That is the goal. Maybe one day, I'll stop doing like CSC and I'll start talking about it. But I just sometimes feel in my heart that will I ever one day stop talking about CSC? Because you guys keep asking questions, and me, I just like to do videos that I feel like is in the direction of what the people are requesting for, not just what I want. Like if I want to do what I want to do, you guys will be bored. But because I get a question and I know the problem that you guys are facing. That's why I do this. So guys, I will see you all in my next video. Do well to like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys next time. Okay, bye.